Okay, let's see. Alright, y'all. I am needing to put stuff away in my closet. I think it's a little over a week, almost 2 weeks ago. It would be 2 weeks tomorrow. That I did go get away for work, and so I actually already emptied. Let me see what's in my pocket. In here. Okay, it's clear. So I just need to put this back. I'm in my closet. I need to put my clothes away, my shoes away. Might as well chat while we do this. I was telling you guys I'm very messy. I don't know how to do this. I'm coming around the corner. I have a shoe organizer that I have on the wall or the door. And I put like my fancier sandals in that organizer. Ooh, I got a foot cramp. Foot cramp. I'm missing a sandal. I'm sure we will come across it. And then I do have one, but I don't really use it. Ooh. This is what I do, you guys. I'm just gonna hang everything here, even though this isn't where it goes, but too funny. Let me kind of show you guys in my closet right there. Don't fall. I'm just throwing stuff. Hello. Okay, I was trying to be fancy and upgrade all my hangers to these, which I almost did, but then I stopped working on that project. So I've got mixed hangers. Are you talking about this? Bombastic? Yeah, my sandal was misplaced, but I know I'll find it. You guys, these are the things that need to get done, but I usually get on a live and don't do what I'm supposed to do. So we're gonna do this together. Ow, I've got foot cramp. It's not like I have a lot of clothes either. So why don't I just put my stuff away? Over the years, I have decluttered so much stuff. I went on a decluttering journey like in 2017. It's a process. I used to have so many shoes like way back from high school. I finally decided to get rid of them. I had so much stuff. And it's like, why? Why am I holding on to this stuff? My style has changed. Did you go back to the hospital today, Bombastic, or was that just the one-time thing. Okay, I found one sandal, but not the one I was looking for. Okay, so now we have two misplaced sandals. Yeah, whenever I go to my son's games, that needs to go in the game bag. We got another one. Everything just tumbled. You ever have like a pile that you have going up and then it all tumbles? That's just what happened. Oh, great. My shoes aren't staying where they should. Daryl! Why do I have a cramp that won't go away, y'all? I have a rain overcoat, as if it really rains a lot here. But it came in handy when I went to one of my son's football games and it was raining. That came in handy. Watch this movie called Encounter. Oh, thank you for recommending that, Daryl. Thank you. Oh. YouTube? Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Hold on, I gotta get more hangers. I still have this cramp. What is up with that? Ouch. You guys, I shared, after all these years, I finally told my dad I have a YouTube channel. I showed him the video of the mission that we had gone to. He's like, oh, nice. He liked it. It's on my toes. I did have some, I've been eating watermelon the past few days. And I have started taking some pills. I think they're magnesium. He was like, oh, nice. Yeah. I was like, there you are, Dad. You're in my video. You know, because the man that was in the video towards the end, that was my dad. The only other person that knows in my family, there's only a few people in my family that know I have a YouTube channel, y'all. I didn't want to tell them, so I didn't. This is probably 2 weeks of clothing that I didn't hang, put away. But we're getting it done, we're getting it done. Good for you, Boombastic. Oh no, my mom probably would not support my channel if she was alive. She wouldn't have. I already know my mom, she wouldn't. It's all good though. You know, after my mom passed, I had to discover who I was without her. That was a process, y'all. Oh, it's been a journey. Because she cared what people thought. And I don't. So we would have a lot of conflict. Anyways, what are you guys up to? How are you guys doing? Well, I didn't think I had a lot of clothes, but I guess I do. Thank you, Lord. I'm trying this technique of wearing a long sleeve shirt. Although I'm kind of sweating, y'all. My son claims that wearing a long sleeve shirt makes you feel colder in the summer. So one of your siblings knows. Another reason I'm in my closet because my son is playing his music, so you guys can't hear if I'm in my closet. Yeah, this is a berry color. When I discovered that looked good on me, I bought a lot of berry colors. I even had some really cool berry sandals, but I've worn them out. Oh my, I'm sweating, y'all. This technique is not working for me. Not at all. So, where am I going to put that? Right here. Never found my other sandal. Where is the air blowing? Let me move the air to actually blow towards me. Oh yeah, this is great lighting. I think I'm just boring everybody. Bombastic there. It says nobody's here. No one is here. Nope. Yeah, I think I need some. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my water and see what kind of supplements I have. If they are mineral. Magnesium. Perfect. Yeah, these are. Right now, these are the only supplements I'm taking. And they are magnesium. My hair is looking so crazy because it's humid. A bit humid. There was some cloud formation, so we might get some rain. At least according to my dad. Yeah, I took my dad to his first radiation appointment today. And it was fun. It was interesting. This is good for your bone health because as a 45-year-old woman, I need to take care of my bones. So this was recommended, and to take it at nighttime, and it happens to have magnesium. That's what someone said I needed, right? Magnesium. So hopefully this helps. Yeah, this is supposed to relax your muscles so it helps you go to sleep, but also helps your bones. Yeah. My dad called me first thing in the morning. Hey, Robert. He's like, what time are you picking me up? Don't you know I kind of forgot? So I'm glad he called me. So then I'm like, hold on. So I looked up his schedule on my phone to see what time he had to be there. And so then I told him, okay, this is what time I'll be there. Well, he didn't bring any water with him when I did pick him up. And I was like, Dad, do you want something to drink? Are you allowed to drink water? He goes, oh no. Porque me meo. You know, because he's taking pills to get rid of extra fluid right now. And he's like, no water until I get home. And the first thing he says when he gets into my vehicle, God damn, it's hot. And he didn't want to touch anything. He's like, how come everything's hot? I said, well, Dad, it is summer. My car wasn't necessarily parked in the shade. I don't have very dark tint. But I knew he would be, you know, saying stuff like that. So I did bring a towel to cover his seat. And I do have, what do you call it? The seats cool, you know, the button that cools your seat. So I put on the cooling, put that towel on so it would be not so bad when he got in. And then we get over there, and of course my dad getting impatient to check in. He's like, what's wrong? They were having computer problems. And so they called him around the side at the checkout station. They ended up helping him check in. And then I walked with him towards the back. I was like, am I allowed to go back here? They're like, you know, let's go check. And then the doctor was nice enough to show me the radiation room and everything. He's like, I'll show you, and then you'll have to step out with the chip box to cover the sun when I wait for my roommate at the store. Well, okay. I had purchased from Temu, okay? One of the rare purchases I made. It was like an umbrella pop-up window shade. It worked great. It was so quick and easy to put it on the windshield, to take it down. I think my son broke it because he didn't know how to operate it. Because I remember I let him drive my truck one day down the street, and after that, it didn't work, the window shade. So I really want to buy me another pop-up umbrella covering. In my car, I have one that's real easy to use, but in my vehicle, I don't. Robert, thank you for saying glad he's doing good. Okay, so now, when it was time to leave, of course my dad talks to everybody and tells them his whole story just about. But he did find someone else that spoke Spanish, so he was chatting it up. He'll talk to someone in English too, but, you know, he's more comfortable in Spanish. When it was about time to leave, he was making his payment, so I got him situated with the lady. I was like, okay, Dad, I'm gonna go outside, get the truck, turn it on, park closer to pick you up. So I do all that, and I keep waiting and waiting. I'm like, what's taking so long? I was about to get down, but then I was like, no, just be patient. No, he was telling them all about his cancer and how my mom had cancer. That's what he was saying. And I finally see my dad come out, and I'm thinking, he wasn't coming towards me, but I'm like, okay, maybe he's going to go down off the sidewalk first and then start walking where I'm at. Well, that didn't happen. He started going to another truck that was a whole different make than mine and a whole different color. And I like to lock my window switches so that my passengers aren't rolling the windows up and down, okay? But when I do that, apparently I lock myself out of using the window switches. And the only window switch I can operate is my window. So I'm trying to yell at him. By the time I realized that what was going on with my window switches, my dad had already opened the door to that other truck and was about to get in. And so then I honked. And then he looked at me, which the truck was like 2-3 spaces from me. And then he closed the door again. He's like, ya mero, subí en ese troque. And he was like, I have mi mente. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, maybe I should have let my dad sit in there and see how long he would wait before he noticed. Before he noticed he was sitting in the wrong truck. I'm like, but who leaves their truck unlocked anyways? Oh, Lord. Yeah. I was like, you know what, Lord? If every day is fun like this, then I'm going to be happy. No. You know, I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart. Doesn't matter if it was boring or not. Oh. Yeah, that's what my dad was telling me, that he's done that. Well, I called my brother. As my dad was walking back to my truck, I was like, bro, dad just got, okay, this is when I say bro, okay, because it's my brother. I'm like, bro, dad just got opened the door to someone else's truck that doesn't even look like mine, not the same color, nothing. And he's like, again? So apparently my dad's done that with my brother too. But then when my dad finally got in the truck and situated, he told me the story. Oh my goodness, have you? I have one story that happened to me once. My dad told me that he got into a truck that looked like his, and he said he was putting the key in the ignition and it wasn't working. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so I have one story. This has only happened to me once. It was a few years ago. I went to pick my son up from the airport. Why did I park in the garage, like the covered garage? Because usually I get the cheap, open, economy parking. But for whatever reason, maybe I think it's because they were booked. What is it called? There's just no parking. They were maxed out in the other parking. And so I had to go into the covered parking, and I knew for sure I had taken a picture. Or did I take a picture? Maybe I just thought I remembered. Went in to go get my son. We came out. Took the path that I thought I was where I had parked. and I'm all pushing my remote. This car, I'm not kidding, same color, same make, same model, everything looked like my car, but it was not. And I was a bit frantic, okay? Franticky. And I told the lady, I stopped those people that drive around the airport, and I stopped her and I'm like, I forgot where I parked. I was on the right level, okay? Just somehow I was on the wrong spot. Or maybe I was on the wrong level. I don't know. I don't know how we found it, but she helped me find my vehicle. I wave at my roommate thinking she sees me, and she does a whole U-turn and goes to the wrong. Well, you know what, Bombastic? It might be possible. I think it would be extremely, extremely rare, but it's probably possible. So yeah, I think that's the only thing that's ever happened to me, and I was panicked. And it was summer, and it was hot, cause you know you're in an enclosed area in the garage with cement. You know the cement garages. It was hot. Yeah, people, you could talk. What's going on, Rajoli? Your picture looks like you're holding a pizza or something. What are you holding in the picture? Oh goodness. Oh my gosh. Work was something else too. Work was something else. Whew. I'm doing good, Rajoli. I'm doing great because I just put my clothes away, my shoes away. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? How is everyone? I didn't find my I'm missing two sandals. Wait a minute. Yep. Oh no! I'm only missing one. Because I didn't pair two of them together. I have them in different slots, but I'm only missing one sandal. And I do think I know where that's at. I think it's out by my bathroom. I'm going to show you guys, okay? Should I show you? No, I'm not going to show you my sandals. Oh yeah, it was a day. It was a day. You only use one pair? I like to match my shoes with my color, like whatever I'm wearing. So I do wear different shoes all the time. Oh, I forgot. No, I didn't forget. I was going to go to the movies with my friend, but she would be working. It would be her work time. Okay, I think I told you guys this, and maybe I didn't. But at Harkins Theater in the summer, if you have a 12-year-old child or younger, you can take, you can watch a movie. It's like an older movie. It's already debuted or whatever, for $2 or so. Yes, so when I wear plaid, I match everything. um, so my friend goes to the theater that's part of her job to take the children that she's caring for. And I told her I miss those days because I used to run into her. And she's like, girl, just come over and scoot right in my group. I was like, well, what day do you guys go? Because it's a different day. It happens every day, Monday through Friday. And it's first thing in the morning. And I think she said they go on Thursdays. So I was like, well, I'll have to kind of modify my work schedule. I was like, and it has to be a really good movie for me to do that. But I just, it completely crossed my mind. Yeah, we have fun. That's my best friend. We always have fun. But I don't think this Thursday will work. Things need to calm down at work before I switch up my schedule. It might not happen in the summer though. I don't know what made me think of it. Anybody else here besides Boombastic? Oh, to a baseball game, that would be fun. I guess Gabe isn't here anymore. He said, what did he say? Yeah, nobody's here. Well, I never know what will happen when I go live. Maybe it's because how my hair looks. Maybe it's the lighting. Oh, goodness. What is my phone at? 58%. You know what? I had purchased a deli sub from the grocery store a few days ago. So I had the last piece of that for lunch with a peach. What did you have for lunch? Okay, when I went to court this morning for work, I was very tempted to go through McDonald's drive-thru and get me a sweet tea. And then I was like, I don't know if they'll let me take this in. So I didn't do that, and I just took in my water bottle. You had Jack in the Box? Is that what you had? You had Jack in the Box Chinese food? Oh nice. She got you Jack in the Box. That was nice. Okay, you guys. Since nobody's really listening, I'm just gonna tell you, Boombastic. I don't know if you remember, I told you about the person who on Friday they were all upset because their guest's vehicle was tagged to be towed. Okay, so when I went in today, the guest vehicle was gone and even the tenant's vehicle was gone. So the tenant has been parking her car in the next apartment complex. Her guest has been parking the vehicle with trailer in behind a plaza that we have around the corner. I'm like, these people. She lies. She's trying to, what do you say? How do you say it? They didn't tow the car because she ended up moving the car, even though she told me she wasn't. She ended up moving it because I said I didn't tag the car. I think she thought I tagged the car, so she was like, I am not moving it, and if it gets towed, you're paying for it. But when I told her I didn't tag it, then she was like, oh, let me go move it. You know, all of a sudden she had gas money to go move the vehicle with the trailer. So they are liars, they're manipulators, they're scammers, and I'm sorry, I am not going to allow it. Well, today I served her with a non-compliance for something a little more serious. Exactly, Boombastic. And so she took a long time to answer the door, and then I'm like, wait a minute, her car's not here. So I was about to walk away, and she opened the door. And I'm like, I'm serving you with a non-compliance. She's like, why? So I told her, and she's like, I can do whatever I want here. You know, in relation to the non-compliance issue. I was like, well, I need you to sign and I'll give you a copy. She's like, I'm not signing anything. And then I was like, okay. I said, well, here's your copy. So I gave her the copy and she's like, I don't want it. So I tagged her door thingy. Hello, hello. Canada Day. Oh, cool. Oh, how interesting, because it's our 4th of July week. So we will have fireworks here this week too. Yeah, I'm talking about my day. My job always has interesting, there's always something interesting in my job. So I went back to my computer and I responded to my supervisor. You guys, I'm just the middle person, okay? I don't really have any authority where I work at. I'm just the middle person. So I tell my supervisor, she refused to sign. She wouldn't take her copy. And she's like, well, we have to send it to her certified mail, which is kind of ridiculous, but okay. And so it's park in, thank you, you elbows. I appreciate that because if you can bend my arms, amen. Yeah, so So after all that, it was like 10 minutes later, and she came into my office and she's arguing with me again about the non-compliance. She's like, none of the other site managers ever said anything. I was like, well, I'm doing my job. And so she's like, I'm going to call your supervisor. Oh, because I had to email my supervisor who actually issued the non-compliance. And I was like, okay, good. And she's like, and I'm going to tell them all about you. Has their food delivered, should be so grateful for you. If it wasn't for, like, they have to walk their behind to get it, they need to repent. Yeah, there's no assigned parking either. But it clearly says this is tenant parking, this is the guest parking. We have handicap parking, and this particular tenant I'm talking about abuses the, well, her guests abuse the tenant parking, the parking. I'm not stressed about it, Genesis. I'm just sharing because this is the only exciting thing is my job. I'm telling you, I just pray before I have to go and talk to a person. And I just calmly give them their non-compliance or whatever, have the discussion with them. Mm-mm. Yeah, this is my part-time job. Hey, Coop Dog. And then, so, of course, this is what happens when the tenant gets the non-compliance and they want to tattle on other people, right? And she's like, and so-and-so, I don't even know who it was because I didn't care. She's like, so-and-so husband or boyfriend had just beat on them and came to my door and was leaning on me. I don't know. She just lies a lot that I just don't believe anything she says. I'm like, then you should have called the police. Okay? I kind of do remember you, Coop Dog. Um, I said, as a matter of fact, I'm going to the police station right now to go get a police report. So I'll look into that if you did call the police. And the police were like, no, we don't have any report of that. But the other, I was going to go and get a report on something else that happened. And they're like, no, nothing happened there this weekend. And so I was like, well, okay. Genesis, I'm just there to do my job. I'm not there to listen to them complain about things I cannot control. I always just tell them, call the police. I can't do anything about it. But I'm kind of hoping she will move out, sooner than later. So the non-compliance she was issued, she has to follow up with some serious information, um, or else, I don't know. I don't know what will happen. Hmm. I don't know if she's white or not, Genesis. I'm not sure. But I work where people get affordable housing, okay? So this is how I take it personally. I'm like, I'm working for you. People like me work for you to have affordable housing. The least you can do is follow the rules. And I was like, if they paid full market rent, I wouldn't be so disturbed or, you know, so on top of the things they're doing. But nope, I'm not giving her any gifts, none whatsoever, because it's against the rules. Oh, goodness. I was telling my son about it. He's like, Mom, you should have told her to slip you like $50 or $100 and you wouldn't say anything. I was like, son, no. I don't have that mindset and I ain't doing it. Soon it will be tamale season. Yep. I've been thinking about making tamales because I don't have to wait for Christmas. uh, yeah, so she had a barbecue grill outside, and the last inspection I had, I was like, is that your barbecue grill? She was like, yeah. I was like, well, you're gonna have to put it in storage or get rid of it. She's like, nobody ever said anything before. That's what I hear all the time. I was like, well, I thought it was your neighbors who had a lot of junk. But now that he's cleared up his junk, now I can clearly see what is yours. It took her about 3 weeks, but she finally got it out and put it in the trash. Oh, cool, you'll have a phone number. My mom's recipe is it's pork and beef. Like, there, I don't know the ratio. My brother has the recipe. But yeah, she would make pork and beef. So good. So, so good. No, they can't have anything outside. Um, maybe a patio set, but that's it. It's pretty strict. Very strict rules there. But like I said, it's affordable housing, so they should follow the rules and be thankful that they've got that place. But yeah. Hey, Lively Cuts, how are you? Happy Monday, Lively Cuts. I was actually started this live stream by putting my clothes away, putting my shoes in order, because if not, it wouldn't have gotten done if I didn't do it during this live. Um, no, just, well, my first name. You guys, I was a really good kid. I was a really good kid, so I never got like in trouble. I mean, I would get in trouble with my siblings because I was guilty by association. That was my mom's thing. I was like, I didn't even do anything. But no, my mom just called me by my first name. Boom busted. I'm not, you know, when when it comes to food either. I'm very competitive, but when it comes to food, I'm not competitive. It's like everybody has a different taste because for whatever reason, and I'm just not competitive with food. And I discovered that in my early 20s when I had my first potluck. Like we were both bringing potato salad or something. And they're like, "Oh, I bet my potato salad is going to be better." And I'm like, "Okay." Oh, what? Whenever I got in trouble, my mom would always yell my full name. Oh my goodness, I bet Lively Cuts. Let's see who's messaging me. Oh my gosh. Uh, Bombastic. Oh wow. Genesis says, "Would you eat Indian street food?" Bombastic says she feels weird when her mom gets mad. Genesis says, "Lively Cuts." Oh no, I hear that. Genesis potato salad with egg is good, and Bombastic says, "Genesis, it looks good, but I don't think I would. I add some mustard and pickle juice, makes all the difference." Genesis says, "Bombastic, you'll get the runs for weeks, probably food poisoning." Oh, what's that food? Isn't the Indian food from that movie, I want to say Along Came Polly? It was Cameron Diaz, I think. Was it? Now I cannot remember. You guys help me out. Let me pull it up. Along Came Polly. Oh yeah, Ben Stiller and Jennifer Aniston. I had it wrong. Where he he was eating that food. Oh, that's Something About Mary the was another good movie, but Along Came Polly is the one where Ben Stiller was all about probabilities, I think. And he was scared to eat the Indian food, but he did it anyways. And he actually had like diarrhea or something. And then he clogged up her toilet. Water they use is from the puddles in the street. I've seen it on YouTube. Okay, Something About Mary. That was a funny movie too. Stella got her groove back. Was it Indian food that he was eating on Along Came Polly with Jennifer Aniston? How Stella got her groove back. I think I did watch How Stella Got Her Groove Back. Yeah, I watched Along Came Polly, and I also watched Something About Mary. Uh, okay, you haven't had a partner in years, so you're not watching movies. See, I don't have any exposure to other ethnicities where I live at. So it's American food, it's Mexican food, and a little. I have had Greek food and Chinese food. That's about it. I don't even know what the word slaps means. I've never heard it before. And bussin', it's been a while since I've heard that. I don't even remember what it means. No, I've never used that word. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm not into the slang words. Not now, not when I was younger. I just don't do it. Genesis says I came back in the house. My husband siphoning water out the coffee machine with the straw like a hobo in the alley, stealing gas out the car. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't be able to make coffee, y'all. I don't know how. I just make I make myself 1 cup at a time with the smallest sprinkle of instant coffee. Okay. Good for you, Bombastic. I'm glad you did. Well, see, what triggered the non-compliance today was one of the other tenants. She took a picture. She's like, look at the guest where she parks in handicap, and she's not handicapped. And she's emailed me the picture. So I forwarded that to my supervisor along with other information. I was like, is this non-compliance ever coming? Like, here's more to add to it or whatever. But yeah. Then I had another person come and complain about people smoking. So this is what I did. there are some things I can do. So I issued that whole side of the building a warning. I said, do not be smoking anywhere near the apartment. You go to the parking lot and you need to pick up all your cigarette butts. So we'll see if anybody listened to that. Sometimes people live in homes where there's really strict rules and you gotta follow the rules. He ain't home. Please help me to. Oh. I'm not trying to be cool, Genesis. Not at all. Bombastic says he's out there with the homeless community panhandling cigarettes. It's dangerous to let them around here because they're all doing drugs and I was already threatened by one of them. Oh my. Yes, that was the right thing to do, Bombastic. Yeah, there's a time and a place to help the homeless. But yeah, I think you did the right thing, Bombastic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the safety of my child always came first. And then I thought, think about my soul. Because I want to get to heaven. Well, I'm trying to be part of the conversation. So, yeah, I've just never been that person. Mm. Oh, no. Uh-uh. Pepper sprayed. Oh, my goodness. You had rain earlier. Oh, wow. Bombastic, overall, do you think you live in a clean, safe area? I'm just curious. I think I told you guys that one of the tenants is like, oh, you're just going to make everybody move out. I was like, I'm not making anyone do anything. She's like, because you're following the rules. So they're going to run out to avoid eviction. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing my job. But I'm hoping that the people who are making the complex unsafe, I hope they do move out. Amen to that, Bombastic. There's a tenant who's lived there, I don't remember how many years. A very long time. There's another one who she's lived there kind of long, but she's moving out this year. And then the next longest tenant is the one who claims she has two personalities. I only see her once a month in my office. But everybody else, I think they only stay there 1 to 2 years. And then they leave. Oh! So it started out new. That's cool. Alright, I'm going to disconnect because I think I'm good with charging. Oh my goodness. You guys, I've never had to spray anyone with pepper spray. But when I was in my early 20s, my cousin and I went out. And there was these guys. We were just driving around a parking lot where there was a bar just to see. I don't even know why. We just went through there. And this person pulled me over to talk while we were driving. And I'm over here thinking I know him. And then I realized, oh, that's not who I thought it was. Well, anyway, so we ended up hanging out with them. My cousin and I with his, it was a guy, two guys in their car. And my cousin, she was like afraid. She was so afraid. And I had pepper spray with my keychain. So she's like, I'm holding this keychain. So I let her. And we're just conversating. Yes, sometimes I'm spontaneous. And the Lord protects me all the time. Because I look back, I'm like, why was I doing that? It was fun though, and it was a good story. Because it was late. Okay, we were talking for hours and hours. In the middle of nowhere. It was like a park, but it was like in the middle of nowhere. And they're like, oh, girls who stay out after 2 only want one thing. And my cousin's like, excuse me? We are not those girls. And she's like, we need to leave, Vanessa. We need to leave. But my cousin, she has allergies. And she was scratching at her eyes. She got that pepper spray in her eyes. Yeah, so then it was like, okay, it's time for us to go. Hello, Amanda. Welcome to my live stream. I'm not sure who you are, but hello, hello. Yes, Amanda, where are you from and how old are you? Yeah, so that's the only time my pepper spray got used, you guys, was my cousin. She was holding it and then accidentally touched her eyes. Hold on, you guys, I gotta move somewhere. No, I'm in my closet having a live stream. But I'm not ordering right now. I don't even think they're open. Okay, what are you gonna do? No, they're open. I'm not ordering it, son, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night? That'll be dinner. Where are you going? Do I look like I'm going anywhere? You smell like you just put on cologne. Oh. Alright, babe. Well, yeah. What do you need me for? Okay, I'm gonna mute again. I'm traveling, that's why I turned the camera off. What do you need, babe? Why is the outside light on? What do you need, son? Okay, get the scissors or knife to open it and just use however much you want and wrap it back up in that bag. Use that. Get in that bottom drawer and get the big pan if you need the big pan, the silver one. You good? You can weigh it if you want, but I would say it's 1/5. Approximate 1/5 of that. Okay, I'm in the kitchen now. And remember, wherever you get dirty, make sure you sanitize that, clean it up. I made one from water and ghost pepper. Oh yeah, that would be interesting to make your own. You need help, Sonny? You got it. Yeah, turn on the pan to get it warmed up. South. Let me look this place up. Orange Farm. Orange Farm. Oh, it's in South Africa. Okay. Bombastic. You did. You know what? I have a South Africa friend who I haven't seen in a few months. I hope she's okay. That's just lopsided. I'm trying to straighten it out and it won't. Be careful, son. Oh my goodness, Bombastic. That's crazy. You know what? I think I'm gonna go back in my room because my son is listening to his own thing. You don't need me anymore, babe? Alright, just put that back in the fridge. Okay. Oh goodness, I need a new tripod. Here is in the morning, 5:10. It is 8:20 p.m. Monday night where I'm at. Yeah, I was wondering what picture was being asked. Sorry. It's just a map. The map of South Africa. Well, Amanda does have a picture, doesn't she? Of herself? I don't know. Never mind. Yes, I see Amanda's picture. Johannesburg. I don't know how I would get that close, but I guess you could do a search to see if it was orange. Amanda, is that not your a picture of where you live? The gold rush was in Johannesburg. Amanda, what brings you to YouTube so early? So early. This is my channel from a Christian woman's point of view, and once a day I do just a random live, talk about whatever. But in the morning I do my Bible time. Sometimes I do get ready with me. It's been a long while, but sometimes I do cleaning. I mean, that's how I started this live stream. I was cleaning in my closet. Um, the carnival. The carnival is coming in the fall. But in the springtime, there's about 2 or 3 carnivals happening. I think whenever the rodeo comes, the carnival comes too. I need to look up when that's happening. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? I kind of feel like you guys cannot hear me. Oh, okay, so you can hear. Okay. Well, welcome to my channel, Amanda. Yeah, I'm on here pretty much every day with some kind of content. Bombastic, there's probably is those things, but I really don't attend them. Powwows on the reservations, yeah. I've actually never been to a reservation activity. I'm kind of scared. Kind of scared to go on the reservation. Hello, Jermaine. Welcome to my live stream. But it seems like you're young if you're saying yo. And this is kind of like more for adults. I'm not sure I remember you, Jermaine. Tell me something about you that I would remember. They do have those Bombastic. I've just never gone to them. I don't know if you have to be invited or if it's a public thing. They have a celebration though where it is a public thing, and they do like a parade, and I've seen them dancing in the parade. That's probably the only time I've witnessed that. Um, my son wanted to try. My son likes Takis. There is a restaurant. Maybe you guys can guess. There's a fast food restaurant who right now has I don't know if it's limited edition, but they have a whole meal around Takis. Can you guys guess what restaurant? Really bombastic? You wanted an Indian headpiece? Um, I did pick up a really cool necklace from Flagstaff Reservation somewhere there. And I have been trying to find earrings that would match that necklace. Oh, Lively Guts. You tried Taki Topped Elote. It's Wendy's. Wendy's has a meal where they have Takis, seasoned fries. They give you a bag of Takis and some kind of chicken with Takis in there and corn. My son didn't like it. He didn't like any of it except for the bag Takis. I was like, child, we could have just had homemade food, but we had Wendy's tonight for dinner. I gave him some of my meal so that I would limit what I'm eating because he has a bigger appetite than me. So I usually give him some of either my fries or one of my sides. Oh, because Wendy's has that you get a burger, nuggets, fries, and a drink. So I usually end up giving him my fries and my nuggets, one or both. And I had myself a sandwich, my burger. Okay, Jermaine Watts. This is not for kids. Yeah. This is for adults. Indian headpiece. And yes, elote is corn. Yeah, did you like that elote lively cuts? I know that's a very popular Mexican, I guess, street food is the Mexican corn. I can only have a little tiny bit and then I'm done. I'm like, that's enough for me. I've never really been into the Mexican corn. Hot chicken. All right, Carol. Carol, how was your day? Lively says it was bomb. I do try. We have Mexican little shops, food shops, so I do try different foods from them, but I'm not really, even though I'm Mexican, I'm not really into all the Mexican dishes. um yeah, Genesis Bombastic is talking about the Native American Indians. I was like, jewelers and gold. But when you said dot on your forehead, that's when I realized it was the different Indian. Carol says all was well. Got the AC on 61, relaxing in my new sleepy bed. Nice, Carol. 61 degrees. Yes, that is nice. Genesis says lively cuts acorn things. Vanessa, I never tried that, but I've seen videos of YouTubers eating it and it looks good. Yeah, I am near Native American Indians. There's really no Indians from India where I live at myself. Although there is one lady, she's married to a white man though. I don't know if she's from India or not. She doesn't have the red dot, but I'm thinking she's from India. Jermaine, you can stay. You can stay, but you won't be able to comment because um, it doesn't seem like you're mature for this channel. if Let me tell you, if you're still here, Jermaine, if the first thing you say is yo, that's like a big telltale for me to know you're a child and you don't belong in here. Just some curry, you'll find out. Ask her. Curry. Do I have curry in my spices? I think I do. But I'm confusing it with another spice that I can't think of right now. What is it called? Oh, I think I confused curry with turmeric. I didn't realize curry is a blend of seasonings. I'm just looking it up right now. Turmeric, cumin, coriander, ginger. Hmm. Indian or West Indian make roti. So good. With curry goat or curry chicken or chickpeas. It smells my house for days, though I can't make it often and I don't use too much. Then I have to light candles and make sure to air the house out properly. Okay, so I have a air purifier just for that reason. When I'm cooking, I don't like for my food, I don't want to smell like my food. So that really only happens when I fry, though. So I turn on my air purifier and light candles too. I don't know if I've ever had goat myself. Have I had goat? Yeah, I don't think so. I have had goat cheese though. I think I've had goat cheese. Which I do like with refried beans. Bombasi likes to smell like barbecue. Yeah, barbecue's good. I don't like to smell like chorizo and egg though in the morning. Lively Cuts says my air fryer is coming in handy so much because I hate running my oven in the summer. Oh yes. Lively Cuts, I use my air fryer a lot. I make chicken. I make even my steaks in there. I tried hamburgers once. My son wasn't too crazy over it, but I didn't mind. I've made my fish in there. I've made mozzarella sticks, fries, onion rings. I'm going to try taquitos in there. I don't know if that would be a good idea. I'm going to try it. Definitely Lively Cuts is so better. So much better to use that air fryer. It's easy cleanup. It's just so nice. Bombastic, you had a dream about Krista? Let me see, what time is it? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's still too early for Krista to be on here. Oh, you saw her picture. Yeah, Krista she's so pretty. Genesis says, oven in the summer is torture. Never thought to get an air fryer. I did not work on my nails this weekend. I need to find my nail file. Where did I leave it? Lively Cuts, what is your favorite thing to cook in the air fryer? My son's favorite food? Um, yes, I go crazy when my nails are like uneven, jagged, but I just can't find my nail file. I need a good nail file also. Um, no, I don't. I have not been wearing eyeliner ever since I had that eye thing. I haven't been wearing eyeliner. And before then, it was rare also for me to wear eyeliner. It's Drea Santa Creed. Hello. Yep, July 4th is Friday. My son's favorite food that I make, mm, he has, what does he like? He likes when I make any kind of meat with a side of mashed potatoes and homemade gravy and some mac and cheese. I think that would be the favorite thing I make for him, which I usually do that on a Sunday. But he likes when I make a homemade steak chipotle burrito for him. Oh, you don't like to file your nails, Bombastic. So how do you take care of your nails? Turkey bacon most mornings. Oh, yeah, I do bacon in the oven fryer too. It's been a while since I had turkey bacon. My son didn't care for it, so then I stopped buying turkey bacon. But yes, definitely bacon. Yep. Yeah, he really likes it. He really likes the mashed potatoes and gravy that I make. I think I have a nail file down here. Let me grab this. Oh, my son's absolute favorite thing is when I make him chorizo and eggs with homemade tortillas. That's that's his absolute favorite. No, I don't have a nail file in here. Where where else can I look? Nope, not in there either. No, it doesn't smoke unless you cook it too long. Bacon doesn't smoke in there unless you cook it too long. Let me find a nail file, you guys. There's no. I thought I found one, but I have not. Where is it? I got to go to my other room. Hold on. How did you see from that, babe? It smells good. Huh? I don't know how, huh? This is going to bother me because I can't find one. Let me look in here. Gabe, what's going on? Did we bore you earlier? Hey, Lady Sky. I'm trying to find my nail file because I want to file my nails while I chat. Get two things done at the same time. But I can't find one. I'm doing good though, Lady Sky. How are you? Oh Lord, where is it? I know I have at least 3 nail files and I can't find a single one. Chilling, it's a long weekend. Oh, nice, Gabe. That's awesome. I'll have a long weekend, yeah, coming up. Bombastic wants to know, Gabe, are you drinking? Oh, that was nice of you, Gabe, to help out, to help a friend in need. Come on. This is why I have to organize everything, y'all, because everything's out of place. Not there. Not there. Nope. Oh, one more place I can look. Found one, finally. Okay, I found one. You getting rid of buying soda, lady? Good for you. Seven weeks. Wow, that's a long time, lady. Good for you. All right. Gabe's relax now. Yeah, I found a file. You know, I was really good about not drinking soda until the Coke Zero came out. And I've been drinking that a lot. Oh, I have a few of those in my pantry too, lady. The powdered tea mix. Well, you can do it, lady. I know you can. Oh, how cool, Gabe. You've got a fireworks display. Um, actually, I've been using the Country. It's something Country is the brand. What is it called? Or maybe I'm confusing that with like the lemon and pink lemonade. I just have like Old Country Time. Yeah. I think I'm confusing that though. I keep those handy just in case, so my son wants some flavoring. Every now and then, the one that I've been having is the cherry limeade. That's the one I've been having. What is that noise? Oh, my fan is on. Joseph says the thing she makes is so good. I don't blame you, Lady Sky. Maybe have it moderation. Baby, you gonna turn off all the lights? Caro, you're asking why am I single? I'm single because I have not found a man of God. Just when I think I find the person, I think Carol is a male. He's a guy. Just when I thought I found my person, the relationship would eventually turn into good versus evil fights. And that's when I knew this isn't working. And it was not good for my son to be around. So Lady says the last few times I bought Lipton tea mix with the lemon flavor, it hasn't been fasting. Tasting too right. Oh my goodness, lady. It tasted like you're getting something off of the grill. Yeah, as far as I know, Caro is a guy. I've never seen his picture, but I think he is. Oh, Bombastic is hysterical. Gabe says, Lady Sky, in my opinion, cutting up a lime or two and tossing them in the pitcher helps. Okay, you guys, like flavoring the water. or strawberries, like whatever fruit you like, put it inside a water pitcher in the fridge, let it marinate, and you'll get a nice flavored, naturally flavored water. Well, what I do is just put fruits into water and blend it together. That's good too. Sometimes I do that for dessert. Caro Bombastic wants to know if you are married. Gabe says, oh, the iced tea plus the sliced lime. Oh. You know what? I don't think I've ever liked lemon in my tea. Good night, lady. Thanks for coming here. Yes, you need your beauty sleep. Thank you for hanging out, lady. All right, my nails are filed. I feel so much better now. All right, you go, Lady Sky, with your happiness. Good night to you as well, Genesis. You think it's a stretch, Caro? What? Tell me why you think that's a stretch. Well, first of all, Gabe, I've got the day off. Woo woo. I got the day off. So, apparently, we're going to have fireworks the night before. So, I get to sleep in late. Well, then, Caro, I just might be single. I'm not going to give up hope, though. Oh, I kind of want to do a barbecue. So I've got to get my grocery list together if I'm going to do that. What's up with planet Venus, Lady Sky? Gabe and Caro, since y'all are listening, my dream 4th of July would be my husband grilling, doing a barbecue. That would be my dream. Well, Carol, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I did take myself off of the dating site. I put a pause on it because I was getting a little bit stressed with that. I was getting obsessed with it. And so I put a pause on that. Lady, I thought you were going to sleep. What are you typing? Gabe says being good at barbecue invites all sorts of men. Just saying. Mombasa says lady has a crush. I don't get it, Lady Sky. I don't get that redneck word. Oh goodness. Okay, this is what I'm going to say, Gabe. I'm going to now Okay, see, the reason I really don't do barbecue, my son doesn't like barbecue sauce. He doesn't like anything barbecue on it. So if I make barbecue, it's just going to be for me. I mean, I could share with my brother. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure this out. What would be a good barbecue plate? Whoever is here. Like what would you consider a really good barbecue plate? Boombas says you don't have to put barbecue in everything. Well, what is barbecue versus grilling? Now I'm a little bit confused. Boombasa says mine would be fajitas, hamburger, sausage, rice, and potato salad. Fajitas, hamburger, sausage, rice, and potato salad. Lively says spare ribs, tri-tip, and chicken quarters. Maybe a hamburger too. Where's my pen? I need to write this down. I think I would like sausage. It's been a while since I've had sausage. Definitely potato salad. See, I don't know if I've ever made spare ribs or tri-tip. Definitely hamburger. Some kind of rib. I'm just gonna put ribs. They did the transfusion the same day and they let me out as soon as it was done. Potato, hamburger, ribs. Is macaroni and cheese part of barbecue? My son does like macaroni and cheese. I'll be very judgmental on the barbecue plate. Ribs. Been craving them a while now. Yeah, I do really like ribs myself. Mac and cheese. That's what I'm putting on my menu. Sausage, potato salad, hamburger, ribs, mac and cheese. That way my son can enjoy the hamburger, because I don't know if he would care for the ribs. Can never go wrong with mac and cheese. And then I think I would have watermelon on the side as a dessert. Gotta have watermelon. Flour tortillas. Gabe says, thank God you're back, Boombastic. So barbecue doesn't necessarily have to have barbecue sauce. Okay, there is a YouTube show where they do barbecue. Maybe I need to watch that starting tomorrow. All over again. Let me pull it up and see if they still have it. Where is... There you are. Oh, I need to watch the barbecue showdown for the next couple days. Okay, I'm not gonna do a true barbecue then. I'm just gonna put barbecue sauce on it. Yeah, I don't know how to do real barbecue. I'm just gonna add a barbecue sauce to it. I don't even know how to get a fire going on the grill. Hopefully my child will help me with that. Smoky flavored hamburger. When it comes to fire, I just don't like to experiment with it. Cave says no, it doesn't. It means roasting food with open fire. You flavor according to your taste. Then can you do that in the oven? Yeah, I'm definitely keeping it simple. Oh my goodness. Basic says I have to do the fire for the grill. The first and only time I attempted to use a grill, I put charcoal in there and I put my meat on there. It did not cook. So I don't know what I did wrong. Gabe says not in the oven. Bombastic says you got this, and once you get it done, you will love it. Yeah, it is fun. Y'all, when I did have a boyfriend, he wasn't the best on the grill, but he would grill whenever he'd come over. And I would make the sides, and then we'd have eat together, with my son. It was fun. I really do miss that. Um, but I'll make an attempt on my own. Boombox says we light our own fires on the grill. Gabe says charcoal takes longer. Well, what would you recommend, Gabe? Get the ready lit charcoal. The reason I say my ex was not good on the grill, the first time he came over, one of the first things I bought when I moved in here, because I had given away my old grill, even though I never used it, y'all, I bought myself a charcoal grill. And we assembled it, and so he went to start it on fire. He went to start the charcoal or whatever. This is why I know he didn't know what he was doing. He said the fire came at him, and hairs the hairs on his legs and arms were singed off. He actually had a pretty bad burn. I was like, didn't you know what you were doing? Make it an event. So I gave him some aloe vera to put on his burn. He was all talk, right? And then when it came down to it, he got burnt. Oh no. I don't know if I'm gonna do an event, y'all. First of all, see, the problem is being outside right now. It's too hot, and then my phone just will shut off. So I would have to. I don't know. I'd have to figure that out. Yes, that's why I've not been outside, because my phone will just get too hot and shut down. So I'm inside. Charcoal barbecue is a whole nother process. Okay, I'm gonna do what I think is barbecue. That's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I can show you guys the finished product. Maybe I go live after it's all said and done. I have been wanting barbecue for a while, and we don't have a barbecue place here in town, or do we? I mean, the the deli in the grocery store has like a barbecue already made plates, but there's no restaurants. Hello, Shamil Brad Will. That rhymes. Gabe says, Vanessa, we are praying you do a nice barbecue for us, all inclusive when them YouTube check start. YouTube check starts flowing. I've only had one payout from YouTube this year, and I'm trying to. The way I figured it, I might. Every 4 months, I might get a payout, which is not enough to report it on my taxes, y'all. Oh, goodness. Yeah. You know what? It's better than nothing. Hello, Akil Pillai. I'm not your aunt. As soon as you put that, now I remember you from the last time. Yeah, it's what, 9:30? So Gabe, you don't have to work tomorrow. Bombastic says in other countries, like in the Philippines, they call people aunties. That's a way of showing respect. Well, this is Arizona. Gabe says no, let's watch your charcoal barbecue journey live. Yeah, I don't know how I can do that, Gabe. Because okay, for one, it's hot. Okay, here in Arizona. Number two, when you're on the grill, it makes it even hotter. Hello, Ganesh K. Well, thank you for sharing that information about aunties, Bombasi, because I didn't know that. But still, I'm nobody's auntie, but to a few people. When I get to 50 people, I will go live and barbecue. Yay! So, Bombastic, when you do get your new phone number, you won't be able to connect into your other channel. Oh, okay. Gabe is asking, Boom, what are you doing for 4th of July? So, how many days do you have off, Gabe? Okay, it's already tomorrow for you. Is that what you're saying? So you guys have fireworks, and what else is traditional for Canada Day to celebrate? Bombastic. Um, I'm not really a big Vicente Fernandez fan other than his song Volver, Volver. My mom and my dad were Vicente Fernandez fans. I do like some of his son's songs. Alejandro, I like his music. Oh, and now he has a grandson, right? Vicente's grandson sings with Tony Bennett. I will have to look that up. So, barbecue, friends, and family. Going to games for the 4th. I asked my son to barbecue or to do the grill on the 4th. He's like, I'm not going to be here. Okay, where are you going to be at? That's news. Widow Princess, I haven't seen you in so long. Oh, cool. There's always celebrations. Well, I guess I'm not doing any barbecuing. It's just going to be what I can do inside. You know what I've done is actually, have I done that? Maybe I'm lying. Oh no, I did try this. I tried to get grill marks by putting my toaster oven, like heating it up and then just putting my chicken on directly on the rack with a tray underneath to hold the drippings. It actually wasn't too bad. It was kind of like grilling, but not quite. Yeah, most likely I will go live. Oh goodness, it's getting close to bedtime. So, Widow Princess, you put your meat directly on the rack. I wasn't the only one. Okay. I have a feeling, Bombastic, I'm going to be at my brother's house. I usually get invited to hang out with my brother and his family. But um I might end up doing like a late live that day since the next day is no work. I don't know. We'll see. Huh. I'm trying to understand what kind of toaster. And then I started using all sorts of stuff cooking on the toaster. I don't have a signature dish, Gabe. I don't know. I don't think I have a signature dish. No, I don't have one. Open, close toaster. Like this. Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of when I say toaster oven. Okay, this is what I want to believe is my signature foods, Gabe. I've been really enjoying making my own homemade red enchilada sauce. I've been enjoying making the mashed potatoes and homemade gravy. So, whatever I choose to make with that. I don't think my Mexican rice is really that great. So, I wouldn't say that's a signature at all. Sandwich toaster. See, the toaster oven I purchased was supposed to be slash air fryer, but I don't really think it does air frying at all. And then my brother gifted me with an air fryer, so I have the toaster oven, the air fryer. But before I had the air fryer, we used the oven toaster for a lot of things. I've had it for a long time. I've had my oven toaster for about 5 years. Wait a minute, am I saying that right? Yeah, my toaster oven for 5 years. I've had my oven fryer for a little over a year. Mmm. I also recently started making my own sauce for green chili chicken enchiladas, and that's been good too. What else do I make? I like to make Chinese food, but I wouldn't say they're my signature dishes. I like to make Italian food. Not so much though because I've tried to stay away from the pasta and bread. Still don't own a toaster oven or an oven fryer. Wait a minute. Air fryer. I'm getting these names confused. Air fryer. Yeah, I make my own pizza sauce. I make my own pizza dough. Every now and then, I do that. I like to cook from scratch. You like thinner pizza? Okay, I do make homemade biscuits, but I've never been a sausage and gravy person. 'Cause- 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 I think I tried it once and it was like too thick. Wait, am I thinking? I think it came out too thick. You know, this is what I think. As long as I can find a recipe, I will make it. I will make it. Because I really I like following recipes. I mean, at some point I memorize the recipe and just modify with what I have, but I do like following recipes. I do have a cooking playlist. I do have a playlist already of things that I've recorded. I like to make a bowl. So I'd like to make a Mexican bowl, Italian bowl, a mashed potato bowl, Chinese bowl. That's what I'm into. Just mixing it all together in one bowl. Gabe, how's it going? Are you still on your first beer or are you on your second? No, Gabe, it's not. It's not an edible bowl. It's just a bowl. Mohan V. Hello. I have tried making edible bowls by getting a corn tortilla and how did I make it? Baking it in the oven. Mohan likes my smile and hairstyle. Why, thank you. Bombastic says I used to work at a Mexican restaurant and I would do the bowls. They were probably fried in the restaurant, right? You sound very organized, Widow Princess. Yeah, that does sound cool. Mohan V thinks I have a good personality. Edible bowls. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling Clementine. Mombasa says, yes, there's a certain utensil that you put the corn tortilla and you dip it in oil. Mmm, that's good. That's good to be prepared. Sounds like you're prepared with planning and organizing. Um, I tend to, but I haven't. I've noticed that Gabe likes to use the word darling. And so I haven't done it when he puts it in there, but I tend to sing that song. when someone says darling. It's not common around here. At least not where I'm at to say darling. Okay, Mohan V thinks I have a red dress on. This is actually a hot pink shirt top. Oh, nothing compares. Nothing compares to me. No, I'm kidding. Lady in Red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. What is that from, Bombastic? Lady in Red is dancing with me. Lady in Red. Okay, I've never really paid attention to the words. Oh, thank you, Mohan B. You're just full of compliments. Okay, I'm starting to get tired, so I'm starting to laugh at everything. She said, not gonna lie, your singing is lovely. And Babasi says, there's nobody here, it's just you and me where I want to be. I have to be in the mood to sing. Because I like singing. I don't think I sing good, but I like singing. Oh my goodness. I'm getting the giggles, y'all. Mohan says you are a very good singer. Oh goodness. Little Princess, where are you from? Okay, I got a good song. I wish I was a little bit smaller. I wish I had a guy I would call him. Uh, okay. Whittle is from below India. Rundown bar across the railroad track. There's tables for two. Way in the back where I sit. There's a rundown bar across the railroad track. There's a table for two way in the back where I sit alone. All right, later, Whittle. Have a good night. I don't think my nose is sharp. I think my nose is round. It's just the lighting right now. Yep, Bible study tomorrow morning. Every day, every day. Bible study every day, every day. Oh my goodness. Boombazi, you like to say that, don't you? Good night, Whittle. Thanks for hanging out with us. Okay, yeah. So then my Bible time will be at 7 a.m. 7 p.m. your time, probably. Yes, 7 p.m. Have a good night. Good night. Gabe, you still with us? What's the song on your mind right now, Gabe? What is Gabe listening to? If he's still here. Talk to you later, TTYL. You know what, you guys? I might be by myself on 4th of July, cooking by myself, playing sad country music, singing, not singing, but playing sad country songs and sad Mexican music. That's probably how I'm going to spend my 4th of July. There you go. Okay, Gabe possibly dozed off. I don't know. I think Gabe has left the chat. I beg your pardon. I promised you a rose garden.
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go say bye to them before you leave because they're going to California.
Oh, yeah, they're going on that trip. Be careful. Son, open my door. Open my door. I don't know why he closes my door. It was open before he came in. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I forgot that one of my son's friends' parents invited us to go to California. And at the time, I had no clue what was going to be happening in my life right now in this point of time. Which it wouldn't have worked out because I have this job. I wouldn't have been able to take time off. But I think they're going to California and or to Disneyland. And y'all, don't judge me, pray for me. I don't want to support Disneyland anymore. So we went to Disneyland when my son was like in 5th grade, and that was enough. Bombasi says, well, you could have your dinner there. You can make something in the oven. Your ribs, your potato salad, avocado. I'm going to make a playlist of sad songs. I'm not kidding. No, he's just going to go say, later to his friends. They're probably going to be gone for like a week, I think they said. So he's going to go and say, do a little hangout. Yeah, I don't either, Boombastic. Not anymore. So I'm glad that I was able to take my son to Disneyland when we did go, because that was gonna be the first and the last time. Yeah, so that was when we went. It was oh really, Boombastic? Wow. I think I know what you're talking about. What you said earlier about your dream. That is so crazy. Gia is back. That had to be such a realistic dream, Bombastic, to do that. I've never done that. I've never had a dream that I wake up and I start like continuing it. That's the best way for me to describe it. Errol Sanders has not been here in so long. It's been a long time since Earl Sanders has been here. Oh wow. Do you what is that? Do you sleepwalk, Bombastic, or were you really awake? Oh. My energy is going down, down, down. Really quick, quick, quick. Gia says she's doing good. Bombastic says I woke up gasping when I saw the picture in my dream, their face, and I woke up looking. Have you ever done something like that before, Bombastic? There is Gabe. I was just asking you, what song are you listening to? Or what song is on your mind? Yes, I have to work tomorrow. I work Monday through Thursday this week. But because it's a low stress job, I can function just fine off a few hours of sleep. But if I worked at my last job, which was like an 8 hour, 9 hour day, I needed all the rest I could get for that job. Ice water? You know what? I am thirsty too. I do need to get me some water. What are. Oh, my phone's at 5%. You guys want to keep chatting? Let me go get my charger. Let me go get some water. Charger first, so my phone doesn't go out. Excuse me. Um, oh, you dream about people? You dream about people you care for? Oh. You know, every now and then I dream about my mom, and it just makes me so sad because the dream is pretty realistic. Gabe, answer the question, what music are you listening to? What song is on your mind? I'll be back. Let me go get some water. But you guys are charging, so it won't go off. Okay, I'm back. All right. No music, eating leftover pasta, listening. All right. I was thinking about something when I left. What was I thinking about? Oh, it was so nice for me to walk into my kitchen area. I washed dishes. I cleared my counter. It looks so nice and clean. Bombastic was talking. And okay, I have a nightmare, okay? Let me tell you guys about my nightmare. Um, I used to do a lot of lives, like 3 times a day sometimes. And I was so worried that I was going to be sleeping, like just wake up from sleeping, and then all of a sudden decide to go live in the middle of the night. That was my nightmare. And then I was like, wait a minute, did I go live accidentally? I didn't even know it. I think when it came to that point, that's when I was like, okay, Vanessa, you need to chill. You need to do less, do less lives. It was like, it was just a habit. And I was like, what if I do that in the middle of my sleep? So, yeah. That's probably another reason why I don't do as many lives. Actually, I think I was doing like 3 to 4 lives a day. I was like, no, Vanessa, you gotta stop that. Okay, about 2 hours ago when I first started my live stream, my son was wanting to for me to order dinner from a restaurant. I'm like, son, it is late. If you really, because I told him I had been wanting that food, but he wanted Wendy's, so that was a choice for tonight. Even though I have been really good about cooking at home. So tomorrow we might eat out for dinner as well. But it's nice. It is really nice to eat out because I don't have to worry about dishes, y'all. Which is another reason why my kitchen looks so clean right now. No dishes. It's just, it's nice and clean. Oh my goodness. Bombastic says sometimes I would wake up with my hand on my ear. Like I was on the talking on the phone. And Gia says, Bombastic, I am planting some vegetables. So you're planting vegetables in your big farm. People eat out for many different reasons. Yeah. This is what I've tried to do. If I eat out, I do small portion. Like I get a small instead of the medium or instead of the large. Are you in your kitchen right now? No, I came back to my room. I was in the kitchen for a brief moment earlier. Um, you are picking my nose. The country music that I like is, oh, I remember Dwight Yoakam, but I just don't remember his music. I like uh, George Strait. I like okay, one of the newer, and I don't know how new this is, but I like Rascal Flatts music. Um, there's someone named Alan. What is his name? Oh, my son's friend has a girlfriend. What? Okay. Um, Allen Country. Singer. No, that's not him. Oh my goodness. It's been so long since I've really listened to music. Um, Alan Jackson, yes. Sometimes I don't even know who I'm listening to, but I'll like the song. I'm trying to think. There's this one song I really like. I absolutely, positively know without a doubt you're becoming someone I just could not live without. He never really got popular, but that's a song I really remember liking. Let me see. It was the country though, because I know that's. I'm pulling up the search. What? Country version. I absolutely, positively know without a doubt. James Bonamy. I don't think I will. I think yeah, he was my favorite for that particular one song. I don't know why he just popped up in my mind. Um, Blue Ain't Your Color. Oh, I do like that. Alan Jackson, he was handsome in the day. GS is bombastic. I'm not planting vegetables in the bean. I am planting it in the plastic pocket. Yeah, it was like probably one a one hit wonder for him, but it was just so I liked it. What other country songs did I like? Usually I only like one song from every singer or every group. It's very rare for me to like several songs from a an artist. Willie Nelson. Yeah, I think being on the dating app was kind of bringing down my uh, mood. It was not good for me, so that's why I put a pause on that. To all the girls I loved before. I think I've heard that. Okay, this might sound silly to Gia and Bostic, but When you grow your own vegetables and fruit, isn't it organic? Bombastic says dating apps can be troublesome and it's hard to connect with people. Yeah, I think it was just really bringing down my. It was just bringing me down, and I, I, I was like, I can't do it right now. Gabe says I've got to be more social. Gia says, do you have a garden there? No, I don't. Mm-mm. The last time I had a garden, my son was 4 years old, and we had a pretty good sized garden. I know for sure we had watermelon, squash. I think we had some green onions. I don't remember, but it turned out pretty good. Oh my goodness. Okay, when I went to court this morning, I was hoping that I'd run into a lawyer, but that didn't happen. Oh goodness. I'm not kidding when I say everywhere I go, I'm hopeful, I'm praying that I run into my husband. It's just always on my mind. Always. When I go out. I'm considering joining the local billiard league tournaments every Saturday morning. Oh, that would be fun, Gabe. I don't know how to flirt. I really don't. Well, I mean, I've seen women flirt on movies. But I'm like, I could never do that. I couldn't do it. Earl is back. Somebody said that the picture Earl has is a professional basketball player. So it's not really, apparently, that's not really what he looks like. I don't know. I've never really looked at his picture. No, you didn't, Bombastic. Oh my goodness. La-dee-dee-dee-da. Son, He has a girlfriend? I'm surprised. Oh, you're into that, Gabe. Um, Lively Cuts, he works at a billiards place. He's a bartender at a billiards place. Nope, I've not heard of Lamar Jackson Edit. Well, I haven't seen it, and you're the second person that I've heard from, or, put the comment in. Oh my goodness, what was that? Yeah, Gia, explain what Lamar Jackson Edit is, because the last person that put that in there, they didn't really explain it. So, I still don't know what a Lamar Jackson Edit is. Gabe, how can you read or text after you've had a few drinks? I don't think I would be able to focus. Gabe's gonna go Google it. Dun, 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 dun. My son knows what that is, the Lamar Jackson Edit, but I don't. Hey Siri, what is a Lamar Edit?
Here's what I found.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay. First of all, this is apparently who he is. He looks funny. He looks funny with that thing all around his head. Okay, when I believe I did not get a smartphone until 2015 or 2016. So I resisted longer than you did, Gabe. Yeah, because I remember when my mom passed away, I still had a flip phone, and that was in 2015. It is not becoming, I will say that. Yeah, this thing is not becoming of him at all. I'm driving Coors Light. I'm drinking Coors Light. They're ice cold from my freezer. Oh, goodness. So, Gabe, did you Google the Lamar Jackson edit? What did you find? There's a tear in my beer, 'cause I'm crying for my dear. You're always on my lonely mind. All I know is beer is nasty. It tastes so nasty. It's kind of, you know what? It almost tastes like carbonated water with no flavoring almost. If I remember how it tastes, because it's been so long since I tasted a beer. I don't know if I would say that, Bombastic, because I have no clue what pee tastes like. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. I would imagine. No, I'm not even gonna go there. Wait, not going there. All right, you guys. I think I am gonna go to sleep. I need to get some rest. My energy is very low. That's an old saying. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your night. Be safe. Oh, that's what the Lamar Jackson edit is? Okay. All right, see y'all later. I send y'all peace and know that Jesus Christ loves you the most. Good night. Thanks for hanging out.